Hello, today with me with Psychology Anaí Sanchez, graduate of Psychology in the UAP with only 25 years of age. She already obtained her degree, plans to continue preparing and does get her master's degree. After 2 years of residency, she currently works independently, giving clinical psychotherapy and considers that her hard work of
She has presented scientific research through International Education Conference, located in the Ibero de León, Guanajuato, and another in the Universidad Autónoma de Tlaxcala. She mentions that motivation is relevant in the life of every student. She uses the phrase of Carl Jung to motivate herself every day. Can know all theories, master of the techniques, but touching a human soul in just another human soul. She has presented scientific research through international. Have you worked while you were a student?
Yes, while I was studying, I used to work helping my parents on the business they have, and in another place, capturing documents.
How for long have you worked?
With my parents, I have been working since I was a child, and in the other place, I used to work like for 4 months, and that's all.
Have you decided to become psychologist?
It was a hard decision because when I was a child, I wanted to be a psychologist, but after, when I was on my high school, I was thinking studying medicine, and then I came back with psychologist. So at the end, when I was going to do the payment for the school, I was in between those two. But my mom helped me, and I decided to study psychologist.
How long has it taken to get where you are now?
It was a long time. The career lasts 4 years and a half, and I did my social service, so it takes a little bit more. And when I finished all my classes, I did my thesis, so it took me 5 years and a half.
Have your parents helped you financially?
Yes, they helped me. The first point is that the university is not expensive. That's a good point. And how I used to help them in the business they have, they used to help me with my books, with my money before I could go to school. So yeah, they helped me a lot.
Have you been passionate about what you do?
Yes, I love what I do. In the way studying the career, I have like many options to do. A psychologist is a very difficult way to be or to practice. So first I like to practice with little kids, but then now the most important.
Have you thought about changing jobs?
Yes, in the way I thought about changing jobs, but the thing is that my time was almost my all time was in the university. Sometimes I had classes in the morning, then I had classes in the afternoon, the homeworks and all the stuff that the teachers wanted, so I didn't have much time, so that was not an option.
Have you always felt at ease with your work?
Yes, I feel really satisfied with my work. First of all, because I was saying, I like to work with little kids. So that was my first job. And when the parents come and tell you, you know what, my children learned about it, I learned something about it, and that makes me feel so satisfied because that was the way I knew that I was learning right and I was doing the things in the right way.
Have you found motivation in your life?
Yes, the first motivation I have are my parents, my family. And then because I'm not a person that quits at the first, so that's my biggest motivation. So I could help on other people, I could help.
What has been your greatest achievement?
My greatest achievement has been helping others, helping myself, and helping my family.
Have your parents been proud of you?
Yes, when I started my career, they wasn't accepting that I was studying that. But after that, they saw I was growing up as a professional and they became proud of me. Then they saw all the work I have to do. They saw all the things I had to do my thesis and how much effort I was putting in that.
Have you satisfied with your vocation?
Yes, I'm really satisfied. I know it's a long way to go to become a more professional, but I think that in the time I have been doing my career has been good for me. Good, I have been helping others. Like I said, I have been doing clinical therapy. So when the people comes and tells me, I feel better. Thank you for telling me this, telling me that, and thank you for letting me know that I could help myself. And
Have you encountered many obstacles?
with the help of my family, the help of my friends, and the help of different professionals that I used to ask them.
Have you what's the biggest challenge you had to face so far?
The biggest challenge I had to face during my career was at the end because I decided to graduate it or obtain my degree by making a thesis so I could have honors. And the thing is that I decided to do an instrument to evaluate emotional competence in little kids. So I had to evaluate around 800 children, and after that, put all that in my computer to do the final conclusions. And that was the biggest part. At the beginning, it wasn't that hard because it was all theoric. But when I had to go to visit different schools to do my instrument, my evaluation, it came the hardest part because it was working with little kids that couldn't talk, kids that they used to cry all the time, and like having access to different schools, it was hard also because I need like a special permission. I need to talk to the parents. I need to talk to the principal. But at the end, it was worth it to do all that so I could have my honor.
Thank you for your time and for helping us in this project for school.